United 0, Palace 2. Let's go to our reporter on the side, Tico. What do you have to say about this one?
Predictable. Any game United should win coming out, because they won last week. Coming off a win, you would think some momentum, but obviously they do United things and they lose.
Palace has been pretty good recently though too. Also, I will say the one thing about this game that I just knew was gonna be a horrible game is anytime a 3-5-2 plays a 3-5-2, it just sucks. Or, like the back three versus the back three is like never a fun game.
And
it's like a chess game.
Harry Kane closing the offside, running up, and then just giving up a 1v1. Classic. Harry Maguire, fucking guy.
I was like, what are you talking
about?
It's actually hilarious for Maguire to sprint as hard as he can to catch up to a striker. It's one of my favorite things to do because there's no chance the striker could be jogging and he's not going to catch up.
When he runs, his head's going all the way back like this.
Well, if he puts it forward, the momentum he will fall.
His head's so big it'll just travel forward. Mateta with a brace and 28.5 points, 6 goals in his last 5. He's on fire. Makes LaCroix, as we call him, 28.25 points on the wing for Palace. Chilwell's coming there too, so it'll be interesting. There'll be some backup for him as well. A little competition. Munez, 20.75 points. I mean, man, the wing backs for Palace, they're like cheat codes right now.
It's
beautiful. And the other things that kind of shout out is Diallo, 14.75 is the highest scoring United player. It's been a good piece for them.
Yeah, I think he's going to be even better next season.
They also
let's hope.
Started Bruno up top, which something we don't love.
Yeah.
He was starting in the, not Bruno, Mainu was up top.
That was right. Mainu was up top.
It was really weird. And Bruno was playing in the 6. It was weird. It didn't work. I mean, it was a failed experiment.
He's just experimenting. I get the experimenting a lot at the beginning, but he's now 10 games in? Is he 10 games in? He's like 10 games in, right?
More than 10, yeah. He's played 7 home games and lost 5 of them.
It's not good, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get in some level, you're like, oh, you need to really strip everything away and then just go from the level, like the service level. But at some point, it's like, okay, man, you got to be doing a little better than this stuff.
Yeah. Well, he got him in 13th, and they're still in 13th.
I think part of it was that United was trying to sell both Højlund and Xerxes. So I think part of it, maybe he didn't want to play them, risk an injury until the transfer window was closed. So we'll see. Maybe next week one of them starts.
Sure, that's great for
both of them subbed in though too.
But it was the last 15, 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, your rationale really is sound.
I'm reaching.
To me, it was. I would think of it more like that was like a statement to the board that he wanted a new striker. He doesn't trust these guys, so he's literally playing like a 6.
He was hoping Mainu would score a brace.
But Mainu actually had a pretty good. Mainu had a pretty good chance earlier, actually. But yeah, that's the hitter there. The other big news is Lissandro towards ACL.
God, I felt so bad from his
you knew right away it was bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
So you'll see De Ligt, Maguire in there, in Euro pretty much.
Maguire and Mazraoui.
Oh, you'll probably have to play some center back as well, huh?
Yeah.
All right, next game. Arsenal 5, Manchester City 1. This was another kind of slacking.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting a 5-1.
No, I don't think anyone was. The Arsenal fans were gloating. Lewis Skelly did the Holland meditation celebration. I mean, all the Arsenal players scored well. Did anyone not score well? Probably Martinelli probably didn't because he just sucks. But
Timber didn't score well. Freaking guy.
Raya only got 6.75, so he
didn't have much going on.
Him busy.
The defenders didn't score well. So Leandro Trossard only had 1.5 points, but he was fucking playing amazing.
Yeah.
He was having his way, yeah.
Havertz, 22.75 points. He got the goal in the end, but he missed a sitter early. That would have been like one of those ones where people would have, if the result would have been different, like it was at that time, it was a much tighter game when he missed that.
Yeah.
And like that could have really fucked him up.
If you really look at it if you take away the goal and assist, don't worry. I get it, he got a goal and assist, but if you take away the goal and assist, he really didn't do much that game, point wise. Didn't really do much. That's the worrying thing with him.
Yeah. It was good to see Odegaard get a goal too, just to get him on the score sheet. It's been a while since he's been contributing kind of at a high level. MLS, Lewis Skelly got 14 points. Noé came on in the last few minutes and scored a goal.
What a goal.
14 points.
Will they get more minutes? Yeah.
Well, they don't have a striker, do they?
It's just the consistency of those minutes I think is the problem.
Yeah, and how many of them?
Yeah, still no striker at Arsenal. I kind of agree with you, and so I'm pretty shocked they didn't bring anyone in January. I guess we're gonna have to just make do. I feel like that to me shows a lack of ambition.
I feel like PSG had shopped around Muwani. I think Muwani could have worked for him, honestly, because he could play the forward and off the wing, so they could have rotated. I just feel like there was opportunities there for Arsenal to buy strikers. I know they're hard to come by, but I think there's players out there for them to try at least make an effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make an effort. I kind of feel the same way.